The alchemist picked up a book that someone in the caravan had brought. Leafing through the pages, he found a story about Narcissus. The alchemist knew the legend of Narcissus.
Igrowugrow, where my kitchen garden is your kitchen garden. Mr. Anderson here, just giving you a little harvesting video. That's my okra that I've been harvesting. Been harvesting okra every day, so that's nothing new. But we got some beautiful okra. Been harvesting that, eating that okra all day, every day. What I have here is my lima beans. You guys seen my lima beans on all the videos. This is my first harvest of my lima beans, so I wanted to share that with you guys because I said that Igrowugrow take you from seed to harvest, and we showed you the New Zealand spinach harvest. Now I'm going to show you the lima bean harvest, and I'm real happy about this. Picked them this morning, got them in the towel, letting them dry out. So 2 different stages to pick them. You can let them dry out like this, never fear, let them dry out like that, and then you just take them out and you get your bean, and it's more like a dry bean, right? And that's your bean, your lima bean. You probably get 2 beans out of that, 2 or 3 beans. Yeah, and these are, I'm calling them baby lima beans because they're not just super huge. I may have gotten to them too early, but I'm doing the 40-day eat what you grow, and I need to eat me some beans, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest these. And when you get the green ones here, you just harvest those the same way. I've actually tried to eat the shell before too. It wasn't all of that. But you harvest them, and out of there you'll get your bean as well, and it'll have more moisture than the dried out one. So I'm gonna go ahead and fade out and harvest these beans, and let's see how much I get off of my first harvest, because I'll be back at these beans in a fortnight. So this is my first harvest, planning to get back at them in a fortnight and keep going until the frost comes. Igrowugrow. Igrowugrow, Mr. Anderson here. Okay, I've shelled all my lima beans. Like I said, we had some dry ones and we had some green ones. So I've shelled those. That's going to be composted. So in this container, that's 1 green. You need to get 3 browns in the same container. Add them to your compost to keep your alchemical mixture of black gold. And this is the lima beans that I produced. That is 1.25 cups, and according to a dry bean bag on the back, you'll look and it'll tell you that 1/4 cup is 1 serving. So I got 5 servings right there of lima beans, and it happens to be 5 people in my family. So I'm getting 1 feeding off of those lima beans that I harvested this morning. Now, when you're harvesting, sometimes you'll get some that are super young and there's no bean inside of there, but that is tender. And if you just take the vein off the top there and the vein off the back, you can add those to these beans and have like a lima bean, green bean mixture, and even increase it more. So I'm going to do my magic with these lima beans, put them in the crock pot overnight, let them soak for a couple hours, put them in the crock pot overnight with my seasoning to make them magic beans. Serve them with some brown rice. Might even eat them for breakfast. So this is Mr. Anderson with Igrowugrow, where my kitchen garden is your kitchen garden.
Narcissus, a youth who knelt daily beside a lake to contemplate his own beauty. He was so fascinated by himself that one morning he fell into the lake and drowned. At the spot where he fell, a flower was born, which was called the Narcissus. But this was not how the author of the book ended the story. He said that when Narcissus died, the goddesses of the forest appeared and found the lake, which had been fresh water, transformed into a lake of salty tears. "Why do you weep?" the goddesses asked. "I weep for Narcissus," the lake replied. "Ah, it is no surprise that you weep for Narcissus," they said, "for though we always pursued him in the forest, you alone could contemplate his beauty close at hand." "But was Narcissus beautiful?" the lake asked. "Who better than you to know that?" the goddesses said in wonder. "After all, it was by your banks that he knelt each day to contemplate himself." The lake was silent for some time. Finally it said, "I weep for Narcissus, but I never noticed that Narcissus was beautiful. I weep because each time he knelt beside my banks, I could see in the depths of his eyes my own beauty reflected."